first play of the drive comes from the 22. Got the quick completion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
is complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
And the Huskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Some misdirection with the counter. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll flip it out to his back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. That gets them back to within 10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Might be calling a hot route. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down mark. They'll run for it on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Is in the air. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the tailback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it, and he's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Handoff from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Makes the grab. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The short hands, it's Johnson. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Get it out on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nebraska! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Dropping back, it's Manning. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it.